Hi, Facebook land. I am driving back to Kalamazoo from Ann Arbor, and my brain is buzzing because I'm super excited that I got to feed my sex geekiness this afternoon. I sat in on an AASECT meeting, and that's I can't tell you what it means off the top of my head. It's for sex therapists, sex educators, people in the anybody really in the sex fields, right? And I was invited because of a contact that was made from Cuddlist. See my t-shirt, Cuddlist? I have it on today, Adam. You'll be very happy. It was made because the person that runs the the Michigan chapter was at a alt-sex conference in New York City earlier this year, and she met other Cuddlists, and Janet Trevino was nice enough to pass my information on to her, since I was the only Cuddlist in Michigan at that time, and now we have 3. And so I finally got to make it to one of their quarterly meetings, and it was kind of a bonus feature that I was supposed to do American Association of Sex Educators, Counselors, and Therapists. Thank you, Magdalena. It was a bonus that I was going to do a approval session for another new Cuddlist in the area while I was on that side of the state. So first I want to say, how does my work as a Cuddlist tie into the sex educator and sex therapist world? And not just because I'm a sex geek, although that's where I'm really comfortable. What I do, I think of as ground level intimacy work. So through a Cuddlist session, you can work on asking for what you want. You can work on how, being rejected. You can work on if you have any touch aversion. It's just a really safe place to explore really foundational work when it comes to intimacy. It's just that we keep it to the non-sexual intimacy. But intimacy encompasses a lot of things. So to work with sex therapists, to have them be able to refer patients to us would be ideal. And they're doing it all over the country. I just haven't had any of that work myself, and I'm super interested in getting involved in that. So what I kept thinking about in this meeting, and I was dealing with some issues around the approval session I was supposed to have today when I went to go do my end of it, because to become a certified Cuddlist, you have to be kind of tested. So you go through a training program, and then after that, you do an approval session with another Cuddlist, or you videotape one. And there's certain things that they're looking for. Not everybody just gets to become a Cuddlist. And so part of my job as an evaluator is to go in and look at their training information and see specifically what are their boundaries. So I want to know in their head, what are they not comfortable with? Because my job is to go in and push those boundaries so that I can see how they respond to me pushing their boundaries, because your clients are going to push your boundaries. And I was thinking about, so what happened was I went in to check this, and there was some miscommunication somewhere, and she hadn't actually completed all the training that is needed to really be successful in her approval session. So in the end, we ended up postponing her approval session because it just wasn't complete. There was some miscommunication somewhere, and we're going to get it done next month. But I was thinking while I was in this meeting about, that's what makes me safe to send clients to. If you've got a patient and you think that they could use this work, knowing that the Cuddlist on the website have been worked with, I'm a mentor for Cuddlist. I sit new Cuddlists down. Well, I don't sit them down, but I have a phone conversation or a Zoom conversation with them, and we go over their training, and we talk about, there's some key features to a Cuddlist session, and make sure that they have a really good grasp of that. It's not just a website that people get to go sign up for and willy-nilly become a professional cuddler. You can become a professional cuddler and be a really great cuddler but I know that the people that are on the site with me have gone through a certain process, right? And so that's what's really good for these professionals to know, is that if they're referring a patient to a cuddlist in their area, that they have had some kind of training. Like there's just a level of accountability. And I think that's like what I think needs to be, like, I don't want to say screamed at people, but I think that what people don't realize is when they're picking a cuddlist, it's a different process than picking somebody off of another cuddling website like Cuddle Comfort or Snuggle Buddies. Like, we've actually done some work behind it. And if you're looking for a truly platonic session, like, you're getting people with a firm background on boundaries. And that's what's important to these therapists, is that we know how to hold boundaries. Anyways, I'm excited, if you can't tell, because I'm probably talking 100 miles a minute. The sex geek in me loved being with all the sex therapists today. I have a few of my Facebook friends that were there. It was really great to see everybody. Got me super jazzed for Sex Geekdom Grand Rapids tomorrow night. I'm disappointed I didn't get to do the approval session, but I can't really focus on that because I am really, really happy. Yes, we are akin to a guild. Thank you, Magdalena. There is a feature of known vetting and known standard of training, which we get with Cuddlist. Absolutely. And it doesn't, you can still go on those other sites and be a Cuddlist on those other sites. But, it says something when you're a Cuddlist, and it's not just an easy sign up. That's what I guess I want to convey to the world and the therapist and the people that would be referring their patients to us. Magdalena, I'll make sure that I let you know. I don't know what the process is to get you added to the list. Maybe you're already on it, but yeah, it's exciting, and I don't know. I'm just gonna enjoy my drive home. I'm already I think I stopped at like Grass Lake or something like that, which means I'm in the middle of nowhere, lower Michigan. Anyways, thanks for sharing with me. I'm gonna be in my head on the rest of the drive home, and I feel really full and nurtured. My brain loves all this stuff. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.